Good morning. I'm so happy to be able to share with you this little thought for the day. My thought for the day today takes us from the book of Acts, chapter 3, verses 1 to 6, just 6 verses. Let's read it through. One afternoon, Peter and John went to the temple for the 3 o'clock prayer. As they came to the entrance called the Beautiful Gate, they were captured by the sight of a man crippled from birth being carried and placed at the entrance of the temple. He was often brought there to beg money from those going in to worship. When he noticed Peter and John going into the temple, he begged them for money. Peter and John, looking straight into the eyes of the crippled man, said, "Look at us." Expecting a gift, he readily gave them his attention. Then Peter said, "I don't have money, but I give you this. By the power of the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, stand up and walk." What a word. Stand up and walk. You know, this beggar, he'd been sitting there his whole life. The scriptures tell us that this man was around 40 years old and he was lame from birth. That's a lot of years and that's a long time. But you know, when Peter and John came up into the temple and they passed this man, it wasn't a new thing. And even them going to the temple at 3 o'clock for prayers, it wasn't a new thing. It was the daily thing. But it was amazing how when this man reached out and begged from them, they looked straight at this man. I think sometimes God looks straight at us. In fact, I know he looks straight at us. And he speaks directly not only into the need that we have in the day. Sometimes I think we ask God just to supply this little, what we think is our need. Like we ask him for the money for the day, or something to just get us through the issue, or something to just walk us through the trial, or something just for today. But he has such the big picture in store. And he sees the whole thing from beginning to end. And just like Peter and John faced this beggar man, they responded with the response that God had. They could have just given him money. But they said, you know, we don't have money, which maybe that was a good thing that day. But I was thinking, they said, get up and walk. You know what? God spoke into this man through Peter and John. And God spoke into the real need of this man through Peter and John. And the real need, although the beggar thought his real need was just some coins for that day, his real need was the solution to his lifelong 40-year situation. And that solution was to be healed. You know what? I think sometimes we have to think, God has people around us. God has things and ways that he works. And he wants us to listen to him, to say, keep our eyes fixed on him. Amazing. Now they said, look at us. Look at us. So when the man looked at Peter and John, at that point, the power of Jesus was released into that man. I think we need to keep our eyes fixed on Jesus, even when we pray, and just ask God, what is it that you want from me? What is it that you want to do in me and through me? What way do you want to provide for me? Instead of me trying to figure out what I need, you know what I need, because what you need is so much bigger and so much better than what I could ever have. So that's our thought for today. Let's ask God to help us to even pray for what it is that we need. What is it that we need? It's what he needs, what he sees. That's what we need. And then that is the real solution to our situation. Thank you for joining us. And remember that his thought can be our thought.